What if I told you that Ford built an entire supercar that could beat any Ferrari, but they somehow never made it happen? You probably know about the famous race in Le Mans back in the 60s with the Ford GT40, but what you probably don't know is that Ford successfully made a supercar in the late 80s, but never showed it to the public. This is the tragic story of the supercar that could have changed everything. The Ford GN34. The year is 1981, and Ford is planning huge stuff inside of their labs. A whole new division was born in that year, the SVO, which stands for Special Vehicle Operations. While it might sound like an army unit, this division was now responsible for making Ford shine, and specifically in Europe. Even though they had started by tuning Mustangs for the Trans Am series, they quickly shifted the focus towards Europe, the land where racing thrived. The goal was simple: dominate European racing by beating the best European car makers, namely Ferrari, for the second time. In 1983, the SVO started working on an ambitious prototype, a car that could gap a Testarossa but still manage to be cheaper than a Corvette. A mix of Italian style, American engineering, British design, and Japanese power. All of this work had to be kept as confidential as possible, or else the European makers would know what to expect for. Nearly 200 millions were put into this massive project. Members of the project were flying everywhere around the world to gather every piece of the puzzle. After months of negotiations with Ghia and Italdesign, they finally decided on the design of the supercar. The engine was designed and made by Yamaha, a 3.6-litre V6 that produced 300 horsepower. The reason why the engine wasn't American was simple. If they wanted this supercar to succeed worldwide, they had to make it a worldwide supercar, as opposed to using one of Ford's V8 monsters. The vision was here. The dream was finally becoming reality, until everything suddenly went south. If you don't want to miss out on anything cars, make sure to subscribe. Now they had to make the car handle better than all of its rivals, which technically meant that they had to make this GN34 handle better than Chevy's Corvette, Porsche's 944, Mazda's RX-7, Lamborghini's Countach, and finally Ferrari's Testarossa. They tested every single one among these competitors and measured exactly two things: their acceleration and their speed through a slalom course. Once they benchmarked every competitor, the GN34 had found its objective to be better than all of those on paper. This step took them countless tests and chassis designs, but after enough tries, they came up with a unique forged aluminum engineering masterpiece that flawlessly took out every opponent. They made Jackie Stewart, ex-Formula One driver, sit behind the wheel of this beast and push it to the absolute limits. And guess what? Even during the testing phases, the supercar performed well not only on paper, but also on the feeling. Every vibration was felt by the driver, which automatically delivered the feeling of a supercar. Now, the reason why years of careful work disappeared in a matter of minutes is still not understood to this day, but we can be sure of one thing: it wasn't the car's fault, but the human's fault. Imagine you were the president of Ford during the 80s. Two choices are given to you. The company would either go down the 4x4 road and sell around 1 million of them, or the company would go down the supercar road and promote the GN34 through racing competitions, all while being in the red and not even breaking through. I bet you can already guess how the story went on. But if the president of Ford has had a single chance to truly feel the GN34 for even a couple of minutes, his decision would have probably not been the same. Don't forget to subscribe for anything cars and business.